She was a baby. She was a baby.
Neighborhood kids and classmates of eyahChandler decorating the sidewalk outside her home with messages of hope and love. Aliv'eyah and her mother, Shalimar Green, found stabbed and shot to death inside their home Wednesday. Police calling their deaths an act of domestic violence.
She had been trying to leave for years. She had called the police. She had pressed charges. She had tried to get out. And every single time the system looked at the evidence and said it was not enough. Not enough to keep him locked up. Not enough to keep her safe. On May 27, 2026, Shalimar Green paid for that with her life, and so did her 11-year-old daughter, eyahChandler, who had done nothing wrong except exist in the same house as a man the system kept sending back home. This is their story. Shalimar Green was 33 years old. She lived in the Independence Village neighborhood on the east side of Columbus, Ohio, with her children. She was described by those who loved her as a mother who was devoted to her kids and determined to build a better life for her family. At the time of her death, she was in the process of ending her marriage to Derek Green. She was done. She was trying to get out. eyahChandler was 11 years old and Shalimar's daughter, 11 years old. She was a child who should have been thinking about school and friends and summer plans. She should have had decades ahead of her. On the afternoon of May 27, family members began to worry. Shalimar had not shown up to work. She had not picked up her other children from school. Her phone showed her location had not moved from the house all day. Her sister and mother called repeatedly. No answer. Shalimar's sister called 911. She told dispatchers she and her mother had been trying to reach Shalimar all day. She told them she suspected Derek. She said plainly, "I know she had a situation with her husband at around 3 a.m. Before officers even arrived, a relative went to the house and made the discovery themselves. Shalimar Green and eyahChandler were both dead inside the home on Chatsworth Way. Derek Green was 35 years old. He was Shalimar's husband, and he knew the marriage was ending. Court records confirmed they were in the process of separating. According to court documents and investigators, Derek Green shot and stabbed both Shalimar and Aliv'eyah multiple times. Police arriving at the scene found spent cartridges, a bloody knife, and clothing soaked in blood. Outside the home, detectives located Derek's Dodge Challenger with .380 ammunition visible in the front passenger seat, matching the caliber of the spent cartridges found inside the house. Derek Green had already fled the home before officers arrived.
Green appeared before a judge. Police say he fatally stabbed and shot 33-year-old Shalimar Green and her daughter, eyahChandler, on Wednesday. 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald was the only reporter in the courtroom and has new details on what led to their brutal murder. And we do want to warn you, some of the details may be disturbing.
While family, friends, and classmates of the two victims gathered last night to pay their respects, this morning, Derek Green appeared before a judge, setting his bond at $5 million. New details revealed in court show that when homicide detectives arrived, they located clothing in the bathroom that was used by the suspect, soaked in blood. Lawyers with the case say the night prior to the murder, Shalimar found a knife that Green had been sleeping with and confronted him about why he had it. Additionally, prosecutors say Green admitted to, quote, raping a 10-year-old post-mortem, end quote. Green is set to appear again in court on June 5th.
Court documents also reveal that investigators say Derek Green admitted to committing an additional act of violence against Aliv'eyah, sexually assaulting her post-mortem. Assistant Police Chief LaShanna Potts said it plainly. No child should ever have to lose their lives at the hands of someone that they trusted.
She was a baby. She was a baby.
Neighborhood kids and classmates of eyahChandler decorating the sidewalk outside her home with messages of hope and love. Aliv'eyah and her mother, Shalimar Green, found stabbed and shot to death inside their home Wednesday. Police calling their deaths an act of domestic violence.
Aliv'eyah was our friend, and she didn't deserve this, and I'm just thankful that we seen her for the last time.
Isaiah Harris said he and his friends began creating the memorial for his friend around 1 Thursday afternoon. He told me Aliv'eyah was kind, smart, and always made him laugh at lunch.
I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, why did you do it? Like, why? It's just sad.
It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. that these kids are out here, and sad enough, they have to act like adults, faced with an adult situation.
These tragic deaths shaking this close-knit neighborhood, but seeing these kids lean on one another gives some families hope.
This was not the first time Derek Green had been charged with violence. In 2021, he was arrested in connection with the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Kenneth Palmer at a New Year's party. That case went to a grand jury. The grand jury returned a no bill, meaning they found insufficient evidence to indict him. He walked free. In 2023, Derek Green was charged with domestic violence and strangulation against Shalimar herself. The prosecutor's office reviewed the case and determined there was not enough evidence to move forward. The case was dismissed. 2 violent cases. 2 times the system let him go. 2 times Shalimar was left unprotected. A family friend named Palmer, who said she had been calling for help for 5 years, told reporters, absolutely, this would have never happened if someone would have just took action and got that man behind bars. I've been calling for 5 years. 5 years. 5 years of warnings. 5 years of calls for help. And 2 people are dead because nobody acted on them. The neighborhood around Chatsworth Way came together in the days following the murders. Neighbors gathered outside the home sharing messages of hope and love. A vigil was held for Shalimar and Aliv'eyah. One community member announced plans to host a mental health check-in at a local park to give children a safe space to process what had happened. Groveport Madison local schools made social workers available to students who needed support, because this was not just a crime. This was a wound ripped open in a community that had watched Shalimar try to get free for years. These were people who knew her, who knew Aliv'eyah, who are now left to make sense of a loss that never should have happened. Derek Green is scheduled to appear in court for a preliminary hearing on June 5th. He faces 2 counts of murder. The community is watching, and Shalimar's family is watching. Shalimar Green was 33 years old. She was trying to leave. She had done everything she was supposed to do. She called police. She pressed charges. She tried to use the system that was supposed to protect her. That system failed her at every turn. eyahChandler was 11 years old. She did not deserve a single moment of what happened to her. Derek Green is in custody on a $5 million bond, but no bond amount brings back a mother and her daughter. Share this video. Say their names. Subscribe for updates as this case moves through the courts. Justice for Shalimar Green. Justice for eyahChandler. Thank you for watching.